Hi! Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own beaded ladder bracelet. You will need scissors, a needle and any color of thread, bracelet cord, which can be found at Walmart for around $3, buttons with 2 or 4 holes, and some beads. Any size bead will work, but I prefer to use 5mm seed beads. Start by cutting 2 strands of the beading cord that are 4 or 5 inches longer than the distance around your wrist. Hold both strands together and make a loop. Then wrap the loop around the 2 strands and pull it through the middle to make a knot. Grab your button and make sure that the loop you just made is just slightly smaller than the button. This will be used to secure the bracelet on your wrist. Then you can pull it snug and trim the ends. The next step is to measure out your thread. You'll need a good amount for this project. I usually cut about 2 yards worth just to make sure I won't run out. Thread your needle and tie a few knots at the end. I usually tie 3 knots to ensure it won't slip through the beading cord and come undone. Secure your thread to the cord by pushing your needle through the knot in the cord. You want to make a few stitches. Sorry, this part was not filmed. Make sure you finish with your needle and thread below the knot and loop and place it on the left side of the 2 strings. Now this bracelet seems tricky at first, so don't worry if it takes a few tries to get it right. Place the needle and thread over the strand on the left. Then put a bead over the needle onto the thread. This bead should sit between the 2 strands of cord. You will probably need to hold it in place. Now the needle and thread need to go under the strand on the right. Then it loops upwards and around to go over top of the same strand. But now your needle will be pointing towards the left, and you will go back the way you came. Now that you have gone over the strand on the right, you again go through the bead. Once through the bead, you will go under the strand on the left. That is one complete stitch that will be repeated many times to complete this bracelet. It is important to make sure your needle is not going through the bracelet cord. It only goes around it. I find that the easiest way to learn this bracelet is to identify the pattern. Once this is clear to you, it will be much easier to complete. So let's start the second stitch. Go over the strand on the left, through a new bead, then under the strand on the right. So the pattern is over, through bead, under. This also works for the way back. Over the strand on the right, through the same bead, then under the strand on the left. Repeat this pattern several more times at your own pace. Don't worry, it will become faster with practice. Continue this until the beads cover most of the distance around your wrist. You then need to thread your needle through both strands of cord. Pull it tight and make several knots to secure it. Then trim the ends. Take your button and put one strand up through the first hole and down through the hole directly across from it. Repeat this with the other strand. Tie the ends of both strands together in a few plain granny knots and trim the ends if needed. Your bracelet will probably have some bumps in it, so run your hands across the top, gently pushing down to stretch it out. Your bracelet is now complete. Thanks for watching.